The blessings of the Lord, it prepares you for the making process. And when God is making you, he has to be sure that who you are before you consecrated is not what you are going to be when he's finished working with you. That means transformation is a necessity for increase. So I'm here to tell you, any purpose that God is trying to accomplish in your life is literally based on the fact and this revelation that if he doesn't break you, he can't use you. Look at someone and say, are you broken? Are you sure you are broken? Are you become a mess now that God can use you to be his testimony? Are you put together by the Spirit so that you can be utilized by him? I need you to be aware that he broke it, but he blessed it first. Now the reason why he has to bless it, because you see, listen to this. The word blessing in the original means to be empowered to prosper. To be empowered to prosper. So when he blessed it, he infused the bread with something that is going to make sure that when he's breaking it, there will still be prosperity in it. So that means the blessing of the Lord infuse something into you that you can go through adversity, but you can't die. Am I talking to somebody here? The blessing of the Lord will equip you in such a way that what people will go through and literally give up, you give up. That what people will literally go through and it will destroy their life, you can't be destroyed. That is what we can say. Yet though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for his rod and his staff, they comfort me. Brothers and sisters, you shall go through the fire and you shall go through the waters, but it will not destroy you. The fire cannot consume you. Even the scent of the fire will not be upon you. I've come to tell you that you shall be cast down, but you cannot be destroyed. I've come to tell you that you can be shaken, you can go through adversity, but in all these things, look at someone say, in all these things, in all these things, in all these things, you're going to come out. Why? Because I am blessed. Lift up your right hand in this place and shout, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. You can't die. The day you understand that God did not bless you for you to die before your time. Oh, praise the Lord. God did not bless you to be poor. God did not bless you to be shameful. God did not bless you to mess you up. He blessed you to prepare you for the broken process. He's going to break you to the standard what you thought you are. When he's done with you, you will even forget the identity you came with. When God has finished breaking you, you are going to notice that you are now qualified to be used by him. Your character changes. Your speech changes. The way you respond to people changes. Your attitude changes. Your love that you used to have changes. Your desires changes. There's something about you that changes. Your expectations changes. What you used to love, you don't love anymore. The kind of friends you used to entertain, it changes. I say, if you have really been broken, then you are not going to struggle to live for God. Brokenness. I don't understand. He broke it. And when he broke it, then he was ready to multiply it. It is the breaking process that immediately launched the bread into multiplication. The Lord knows that when you came, you are not enough. And the reason why he's breaking you is because he wants to use you to affect many people that in the beginning you were not enough. But when he has finished putting you together, because right now, if God should use you right now, you are going to be detrimental to your own commission. The way you talk is not right. You are a liar. The way you carry yourself, you are full of lust. The way you do things, you don't fear God. The way you do things so that you do things haphazardly with no respect, no honor for God. There are some things you turn a blind eye on. So therefore, God has to take you through a process. Brothers and sisters, if you have not been processed, that you are not ready to be able to be increased. Now, let me share this with you. There's one day that Jacob began to wrestle with an angel. I believe it is an epiphany of Jesus before Bethlehem. And then he wrestled with the angel the whole night. And the angel literally acted and behaved as if he didn't want to overcome. So can I be bold to tell you that if you yourself don't want God to overcome your will, he won't force you. Until you have decided that, Father, my will is strong, but I decide to submit my will to your hand, and I willfully decide that your will be done, God cannot empower. Look at a strong angel, and I believe it was Jesus, wrestling with a human being, but the will of the man was so strong that he refused. That I'm divine, but I will never control a human will. I've decided that I am God enough, and I'm going to allow this weakness that I can literally overcome you within a second, but I won't do it. The Bible declares that when the angel was moving out at the breaking of day, and Jacob knew if this angel leaves, he's living with his blessing. He then said to her, I will not let you go until you have blessed me. You need to bless me. Because I've come to understand, cheating in Laban's house could not give me the promise of Abraham. The struggle of my own means cannot cause me to achieve the prophecy over my life. That I can sweat it, I can bribe Esau, and it's not going to lift me up. But the only thing I understand, it is the blessing of the Lord that is going to unleash and reveal and be released everything that God has promised me. So I will never let you go until you have blessed me. I won't let you go. And then the angel asked him, what is your name? What is your name? Because you have to confront your messed up identity before you launch into brokenness. Brokenness cannot start until we know your name. And the Bible declares he said his name, which means that you are a thief. He is a supplanter, a thief. He said to the angel, I am Jacob. My name is Jacob, meaning I am a thief. And when he said that to the angel, he was satisfied. And the Bible says that he blessed him. But how do we know he blessed him? He dislocated his thigh. If you are blessed and your tie is not dislocated, then you are not qualified to change your name. Because you see, that dislocation, the breaking, that dismantling, the out of place of your life, when things are going out of whack, when it seems like everything has broken loose, you didn't know that God was rather preparing you for an increase. Don't you know that in the same way you are, God cannot use you? Although the prophecy has come, although he has decreed something upon you, until you have changed. Oh my. Immediately, he dislocated him and blessed him over there and said, from today, how hard, Jacob, how many years have you struggled to get rid of this name? From today, your name is no more Jacob. From today, your name now is Israel. For now, you have power with God and you have power with man. And the Bible says Jacob now began to walk with the staff, limping. But in the midst of his brokenness and limping, he was flowing in the power of God. When people call him dislocated, it was in place in God. When they said that he was out of whack, out of place, not knowing he was where God wanted him to be. when he was walking right before men, he didn't have favor before God. But when he was dislocated, out of place, dislocated, when things were not in line, there was out of jointness in him. Then the Bible said that he had power with God, and then he had power with men. Brothers and sisters, God has been looking for a generation that he can break, because the generation, the need is big, the harvest is large, and God is waiting for a generation who consecrate themselves as a father. Whatever you want to do with me, whatever you want to do with me, because I know in this state of mine, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. He broke it, said to Jacob, now you're blessed. How can you tell me you're really blessed and we don't see a dislocation of your speech, a dislocation of your character? How come we can't see a displacement of pride into humility? How come that you don't fear God still? How come you don't reverence Him still? How come that you say you know God and you have seen Him and you have been dislocated by Him and yet still your work is intact? How come? Because if you've really changed, oh, praise the Lord. Do you know when Jesus Christ came here on earth, even himself was not ready to be used. The Lord has to use the cross to break him. And when the cross broke him, then he could be used to touch humanity. That is why when he was giving communion to the disciples, said, he took the bread, he blessed it, broke it and gave it to the disciples. This is my body, which is being broken for you. Eat this. And as often as you eat this, do this in remembrance of me. Keep on doing it. Don't just eat the bread, but do this. I'm not talking to somebody. In the same spirit that he was broken, we need to be broken. That's what the Bible says. If you don't take up your cross and use the cross to break your own self, you are not worthy of the Lord. People, right now we have people in the churches who God will reject when he comes, because they've been churches for years. They have not submitted their will. They have not yielded and consecrated their life for God to use them. When he broke it, something happened. See, I'm crying unto the Lord that God himself will find some people here who are hungry. They are tired of being the way they are. They are tired of remaining in the state that is not able to do anything spiritually. That you have been going through your spirituality for years, and God can use you because you are living to yourself. That just you want to satisfy your own agenda. But look at how this boy brought the fishes and loaves, not seeking for his own satisfaction, but presenting it to the Lord. It is not enough, but just receive it. He received it, blessed it, broke it. And the Bible declares, as he began to distribute, there was an increase. We don't know how the fishes and loaves was now able to feed 5,000 men, not counting children and not counting the women. Do you know that in the state in which you are, whilst you think you are despised, you have no money, your life is a mess, you think you are not going nowhere in life, if you can just listen to the prophetic word that I am giving to you and commit yourself unto the Lord, he will no wise cast you away. He will embrace you, bless you, and break you. For the Bible said the blessing of the Lord, it maketh. Because when God blesses you, he has to make you. And when he's making you, he's preparing you to make you rich. Look at someone and say, I want to be rich. Look at someone and say, I want to be rich. Can you tell somebody, I want to be rich? Then tell them that you need to be broken. Now tell them you need to change. Tell them God needs to break you. That must be a transformation. You cannot remain the same. You cannot be the way you are and think that you can get away with it and sneak in and fulfill the purpose of God. You are joking. You are deceiving. You are in the highest form of spiritual deception and blindness. You might deceive everybody, but God you cannot deceive.